He wasn't born into privilege or instant stardom. Yet from the very beginning, there was a quiet intensity, a commanding presence, sharp focus, and natural authority that made him impossible to ignore. Kenan İmirzalıoğlu didn't simply become a leading man in Turkish television. He redefined what strength, depth, and charisma could look like on screen. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you enjoy deep dives into iconic careers, real journeys, and the stories behind legendary names, make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned. Kenan İmirzalıoğlu was born on June 18, 1974, in Balıkesir, Turkey. Raised in a modest family with strong values, his early life was far removed from cameras and fame. Academically gifted, he studied mathematics at Yildiz Technical University, a path that reflected his disciplined and analytical nature long before acting entered the picture. Everything changed in 1997 when he won the Best Model of Turkey and later Best Model of the World. That victory didn't just introduce him to the entertainment industry. It positioned him as a rare blend of intellect, physical presence, and screen potential. Unlike many models who fade quickly, Kenan treated the opportunity as a foundation, not a shortcut. His acting debut came with Deli Yürek, a series that became a cultural phenomenon. Playing Yusuf Miraglu, Kenan captured the spirit of rebellion, honor, and emotional conflict in a way that resonated deeply with audiences. The role transformed him into a household name and established his signature style: intense, principled, and quietly powerful. Rather than chasing constant visibility, Kenan made deliberate choices. Projects like Ezel elevated his status from star to legend. As Ezel Baraktar, he delivered one of the most complex performances in Turkish television history, layered with betrayal, revenge, vulnerability, and psychological depth. The series achieved international acclaim and remains a benchmark for quality storytelling. He continued this trajectory with Karadağ, portraying Mahir Kara, a man torn between justice and love, and later became the face of intelligence and composure as the long-running host of Kim Millionaire Olmak Ister. Each role reinforced his image as a figure of authority and trust, both fictional and real. Kenan's career is defined by restraint. He avoids overexposure, appears rarely but impactfully, and prioritizes substance over frequency. This selective approach has protected his mystique in an industry driven by constant visibility, allowing every return to feel significant. Off-screen, his life reflects the same discipline. In 2016, he married actress Sinem Kobel in a widely admired yet dignified union. Together, they maintain a low profile, focusing on family and privacy rather than spectacle. Kenan is known for his reserved demeanor, rarely engaging in controversy or unnecessary media narratives. Financially, his success mirrors his career philosophy. His estimated net worth is built through high-profile acting roles, long-term brand partnerships, and selective endorsements, accumulated steadily over decades rather than through short-lived hype. What truly distinguishes Kenan İmirzalıoğlu is longevity. From action-driven dramas to psychological thrillers, from leading roles to cultural influence, he has sustained relevance without reinventing himself for trends. Instead, he refined his craft, strengthened his presence, and let consistency speak louder than noise. As of 2026, Kenan İmirzalıoğlu stands as more than an actor. He represents discipline, patience, and timeless masculinity in Turkish entertainment, a figure whose legacy is built not on volume, but on impact. That brings us to the end of today's feature. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a presence about him, a quiet intensity and emotional depth that made audiences pause and feel every scene more deeply. Aras Bulut İynemli didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. He built his reputation role by role, transforming raw potential into one of the most respected acting careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Aras Bulut İynemli was born on August 25, 1990, in Istanbul, Turkey. Unlike many who plan their path toward acting from childhood, Aras initially focused on education, studying aircraft engineering at Istanbul Technical University. Yet even during his academic years, his natural charisma and strong screen presence began opening doors in modeling and advertising, gradually pulling him toward the world of performance. His acting journey began with the youth drama Oil Bur Geyser Zaman Ki, where he portrayed Mida Karsu. The emotional complexity he brought to the role immediately caught public attention, proving that he possessed rare dramatic instincts even as a newcomer. That breakthrough laid the foundation for a career defined by bold choices and powerful storytelling. Rather than staying within one character type, Aras consistently challenged himself. In Matizm Yüzyıl, he stepped into the historical world as Seyit Saad Beyazıt, delivering a performance filled with intensity and royal conflict. Later, in I Serd, he portrayed Umut Yilmaz, navigating a layered narrative of loyalty, identity, and revenge. The series became a massive success and further cemented his status as a leading man capable of carrying emotionally demanding roles. His transformation into Yamak, Kakavali, and Kükür marked another turning point. The gritty crime drama showcased his ability to portray vulnerability, rage, and responsibility all at once. Yamak became one of the most iconic characters in modern Turkish television, and Aras carried the role with controlled power and authenticity for multiple seasons. On the big screen, he expanded his range even further. His portrayal of a father in the film Seven, Kogastaki Mukai's deeply moved audiences and achieved international recognition through global streaming platforms. The film's emotional weight demonstrated his capacity to connect with viewers far beyond Turkey's borders. Aras's approach to roles reflects precision and commitment. He selects projects that demand emotional transformation rather than surface-level performance. Instead of repeating familiar formulas, he gravitates toward characters who struggle, evolve, and confront moral conflict. This careful balance between mainstream appeal and artistic depth keeps his career dynamic and respected. Off-screen, Aras maintains a composed and private image. He avoids unnecessary publicity and rarely overshares personal details, choosing instead to let his work define his public identity. His lifestyle reflects discipline and focus, centered around preparation, fitness, and continuous growth as an actor. Although his relationships have occasionally attracted media interest, he consistently redirects attention toward his craft. Within the industry, he is described as hardworking, humble, and deeply invested in understanding the psychology of his characters. Aras's influence now extends beyond Turkish television. With strong international streaming numbers and a loyal fan base across multiple countries, he's become one of Turkey's most bankable male stars. His estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from television, film, and select brand endorsements, built steadily through long-term credibility rather than short-lived hype. What truly sets him apart is transformation. From emotional youth dramas to historical epics, crime thrillers, and heartfelt cinema, Aras Bulut İynemli continuously evolves. He embraces risk, seeks intensity, and prioritizes meaningful storytelling over comfort. That determination quietly shapes every phase of his journey. As of 2026, Aras Bulut İynemli stands not only as a leading actor, but as a symbol of depth, versatility, and modern Turkish stardom. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.